Yo guys, welcome to my Trails of Cold Steel side quest guide, Old Schoolhouse Mystery 4. So obviously we're going to head to the Old Schoolhouse, but I will recommend before going in getting some accessories that prevent you guys from getting confused. I don't know if you can buy them in town. I forgot to get them and had a rough time at the boss, but they would help immensely. So we're going to do the same old, schoolhouse has changed. There's going to be another floor type stuff. And for picking your party here, you want to pick the gun guy or Laura because they have like stronger attacks to break down barriers in the dungeon. Hope that makes sense. Also, you can't have Laura and Fee together. They don't really like each other right now. So you can't have them both. I took Fee with me because her S-break covers like the whole screen. So I thought it was a little better. And then I took Emma and Elliot because need support for the final fight. And the final fight, they're immune to physical attacks, so their normal attack can actually do damage when everybody else's can't. So anyway, we're just gonna head to the Old Schoolhouse and go down the elevator like normal, and then we'll get to the first floor and we'll do the treasures and stuff like that. So I'll show you guys a little map of where the treasures are. I've found a trick to make these videos a little better for the second area. So bear with me here. So we're just going to grab all the chests here. I'm just skipping the monsters because I already did a save thingy, killing them all just to make editing easier and make it a little more smooth. So we're going to keep going through here, and then there's going to be another chest over here. Once you grab that chest, you want to head back. In this next area, you're going to have this guy or Laura to break through this. The rest of them wouldn't be able to do it. You're going to have to shoot it a few times. There we go. And then there's a chest up here.
Keep going.
If you forgot to put them in your group, you can always go back to the beginning and switch out your group members. So we're going to have some Sepith. And then that's it for this floor. Just fight your monsters and run by everything. This floor is going to be a lot smoother, but here's the location of the treasures here. So we're just going to go this way. And then there's going to be a switch here. I already flicked it, but just hit the switch. It'll open up a pathway down below there. And then we're going to turn around and then go to the right. And there's going to be a chest right here. Get some ground bait. Then we're going to turn around, go back past the switch. And then turn left here. And then we're going to go to the right. And then there's going to be a chest down here as well.
Oh, that's a beautiful looking treasure chest.
And then we're going to turn around, and right here is where that switch lowered the wall thing, so we can go down here. And then we're just going to run around and grab another chest over here. But we're going to have to climb a ladder, and this one's actually going to be a monster chest. I'll kind of leave the beginning part of the fight in here so you guys can kind of see how I started it. So here's going to be the monster chest. So I ended up just using an S-break to try to kill as many of these guys as I can. Right off the get-go, as I find with these fights, you can get overwhelmed pretty quickly, but if you just use an S-break and try to kill as many as you can, then it's not so bad. I was like just trying to figure out how to get the most monsters. This one I would probably switch out for Fee, because she'd probably be able to hit them all at the same time and make the fight even easier. But I just did that to get rid of the big guys, and then use Bless Arrow just to keep my CP full, and I'm pretty sure I used Resounding Beat and then just AoE'd them down. I got all my weapons upgraded on these guys, so I used a physical attack here that had the critical thing. So it just makes it easier, and if your link attacks are set up, it makes it a lot easier as well. But that's pretty much how I did this fight. Just lots of AoE. I tried not to burn through my CP too much because the boss fight up ahead is pretty tough, annoying, and whatnot. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just did physical attacks after this, maybe a couple abilities. So like having this guy in the party is he can hit like 5 things at once sometimes. So it's like just try to get them all down as much as you can. I just ended up using Elliot this way just because he does a AoE type attack too. I figured it's just easier to burn them down quickly than it is to worry about health. I used that ability there to prevent that guy from attacking, just to prevent as much damage as I can. And then just using, I forget what her name is, Alyssa or something, keep her CP full, and then we got the crit, and boom, the fight's over. So that's pretty much it for that fight. And then you get an accessory for it. I'm not sure what it does, but I'm assuming it has something to do with Confuse because of the boss, but who knows. So now we're going to turn around and we're going to head to the boss room. So this would be the time to equip your Confuse immunity stuff, because this boss is kind of tricky. I think it's the same pretty much boss as the Schoolhouse Floor 2, where you have like 3 gargoyle things and they confuse all your guys with the laser beam thing. So you want to keep your guys spaced apart, but they're also pretty much immune to physical attack unless it's with Elliot or Emma, because their weapons are kind of more of like the magical thing. So I ended up dying 3 times on this fight. I will do some commentary through the whole fight probably, just to let you guys know what I was going through here. Let me make the screen a little bigger. There we go. So I was using Blessed Arrow. I was mainly using her as a support. I only had 2 people with Confuse immunity, so it got a little rough. So I just used the S-Break for Reen because I wanted him out of the party. So just blew it and then getting ready to switch him out. I focused on the one on the left first. Don't try to AoE him down. Just focus on ones. Once one's out of here, this fight becomes a lot easier. So I'm just moving her away so she doesn't get hit with damage. She's immune to the Confuse anyway, but it's easier to heal 1 person than 3 or 4 or whatever. So that's the attack that will confuse your guy right here.
It's my turn.
So keeping your guys spread apart is really beneficial.
My turn.
So now we're just buffing up here. I'm gonna probably use Resounding Beat just to get some regen on everybody, get their defenses up. And then Emma was confused, or not Emma, Alyssa was confused, so she attacked him. So now I'm gonna take out Reen, I think. Okay, now I'm gonna use Soul Blur apparently, but Soul Blur works pretty good on these guys. It hits for about 1,000. So you see Alyssa's still confused. So this Crisis Cry will hit your guys pretty hard. Well, not hard, but for enough, because usually they will like just chain it like 2 or 3 times, and it knocks your speed down, so it's really hard to get healing and stuff with it as well. So here I was just focusing on using these 2 as more of a support to heal. I was focusing more on healing Emma with abilities, because Elliot has his AoE heal thing, and it actually is really good. The Holy Song heals for like 3,500 or something. It's like so far my favorite heal in the game. And then with her, I'm just using Heat Wave, just picking away at him. So you notice on the left side that the critical thing is on one of the enemies, so I want to try to get an attack in there. So they don't use it, I can use it. So I'm going to end up switching Reen out for Faye and using her S-Break, because it will help a lot.
Will do.
So I had lots of stuff, so I'm using Sweep to try to put slow on him,
Target lock.
just so his attack doesn't go as much. And then I'm using the limit thing, so if you hit the middle one with her, you can actually hit all 3. And it hits pretty well. So that's why I did that one. So now they're just beaming me, so everyone's nice and spread out so I don't take as much damage. And I'm mainly using Alyssa to keep the CP full on everybody with Blessed Arrow, and kind of topping them off too.
Thanks.
It just makes the fight a little more smooth. And then Emma, I'm using the heal. It's like you don't want your guys to die, especially when 3 of them are up, because then you start chasing and It gets really tough after that. So here's Crisis Cry again. Puts everybody's speed down. So I just started pounding him Soul Blur whenever I didn't really have an attack to use. So Elliot, I'm going to use Holy Song again to keep everyone healed up. They're like in perfect range for that. There we go. So that hits for 975. There we go. Let's see what I mean by them just chaining that. So I lost her. I was kind of bummed about that, but I was like, alright, well, I'll use one of my big heal things, the Celestial Bombs. Might as well use them up. They're there. If worst comes to worst, I can farm and get some more. So just use the Blessed Arrow to fill up this Sylphid Dance or whatever it's called. And then I'm going to use it because there's a critical node. So it makes it like twice as good because it crits, or I think crits 1.5 times damage, so, but it's still either way better. So that killed the one guy, so this fight is now a lot easier, a lot less damage, less confusion and stuff. Just helps out. So now they're just going to keep beaming us. Our goal is to get through this turn. They have a tendency to like focus fire on someone too, so it's kind of annoying as well. But since these two are close together, I'm going to move Faye away, just kind of close enough to Elliot so he can hit him with his cure.
Listen to my song of field.
But yet they're far enough away so I can keep them all topped off.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use her to heal herself.
Arcus activate. Yeah.
So Faye's got another crit coming up. I can't remember if I got her stuff full enough for it or not, but
It's my turn.
I don't think I did. I was trying it with here, but this only cures, I think, 40 of it. I was trying to hit all three, but then I realized that Alyssa can't have it. She can't do it to herself. That'd be kind of OP if she could. So we got that, and then we got critical. I couldn't really do anything, so I just hit it with Soul Blur.
Arcus activate.
It's too bad the crit didn't carry over, but it is what it is. So now our limit thing's full again. I'm kind of just holding on to it for the heal the one's getting.
There we go.
So we're just gonna do some healing, or some damage and some healing, just kind of sustain through the fight here.
My turn.
Do Holy Song again.
Listen to my song of field. Thanks.
Everybody's healed up again. And do the Soul Blur thing. So I'm just waiting for her crit now.
I can do this.
So we're gonna do the Blessed Arrow just to make her S-Break do a little bit more damage.
Hang in there.
And then we're gonna hit it.
Thanks.
And then I can't remember if this kills the one or not.
Silky dance.
And then we do a little bit of spin the win action here.
That's that.
There we go. Didn't quite kill him, but we're getting pretty close.
I can do this.
So here I was just gonna start throwing magic at her now as she's out of CP. And then I'm just gonna heal up with Emma again.
Arcus activate.
Heat Wave does okay damage. Okay, more than Soul Blur, so that's pretty good. So the second one's dead. Now this fight's like massively easier.
Now.
So we got the heal up. I get a little more aggressive now. Like I would still want to keep everyone full because of the Crisis Cry thing, but and then Confusion can just kind of throw a wrench into the plans as well. So we're gonna top everybody off here,
It's my turn.
and then with her, I'm just gonna start pounding with arts.
Huh?
He's almost dead, so I hit for 1,000.
I can do this.
Then she gets a turn immediately after. I'm like, well, that's kind of cool. I'll take it. Then beam thing on Elliot, which is good because he's immune to confuse. Then another attack here.
Yeah.
And then with her, I'm just using a normal attack, because it actually does damage.
My turn.
Faye, I'm hitting him with slow burr.
It's my turn.
Doing blessed arrow again. It's not really any point, but
There.
it's pretty much dead as it is. But tops everybody off, and then hit him with soul blur. And that's it for that fight. And then after that, just follow the story, and yeah, you're done this quest. If you guys found this video helpful, please hit the like and subscribe button. It'll help the channel out a lot. Thanks for watching, and have yourselves a great day.